An operating expense, operating expenditure, operational expense. Operational expenditure or OPEX is an ongoing cost for running a product, business, or system. Its counterpart, a capital expenditure, is the cost of developing or providing non-consumable parts for the product or system. For example, the purchase of a photocopier involves CAPEX, and the annual paper, toner, power and maintenance costs represents OPEX. For larger systems like businesses, OPEX may also include the cost of workers and facility expenses such as rent and utilities. In business, an operating expense is a day-to-day expense such as sales and administration, or research and development, as opposed to production, costs, and pricing. In short, this is the money the business spends in order to turn inventory into throughput. On an income statement, operating expenses is the sum of a business's operating expenses for a period of time, such as a month or year. In throughput accounting, the cost accounting aspect of the theory of constraints, operating expense is the money spent turning inventory into throughput. In TOC, operating expense is limited to costs that vary strictly with the quantity produced, like raw materials and purchased components. Everything else is a fixed cost, including labor. In a real estate context, operating expenses include costs associated with the operation and maintenance of an income-producing property. Operating expenses include accounting expenses, license fees, maintenance and repairs, such as snow removal, trash removal, janitorial service, pest control, and lawn care, advertising, office expenses, supplies, attorney fees and legal fees, utilities, such as telephone, insurance, property management, including a resident manager, property taxes, travel and vehicle expenses. Travel expenses are defined as those incurred in the event of travel required for professional purposes. For this purpose, a euro traveller euro is defined as the simultaneous absence from the residence and from the regular place of employment. It is prompted by professional or company purposes and likely does not concern the travel or a euro unregistered trademark as private life, or concerns it only to a small degree. Travel expenses include travel costs and fares, accommodation expenses, and so-called additional expenses for meals. For the self-employed, the expenses constitute business expenses. Leasing commissions, salary and wages, see also, capital expenditure, total cost of ownership, capital budgeting, freight expense, operating cost, references. Further reading, Harry O. Woke, James L. Dodd, Michael G. Turney. Accounting Theory, Conceptual Issues in a Political and Economic Environment. ISBN 0-324-18623-1. Angelico A. Grappelli, E. Samnikbacht. Finance. ISBN 0-7641-1275-9. Barry J. Epstein, Eva K. Jermakowicz. Interpretation and Application of International Financial Reporting Standards. ISBN 978-0-471-79823-1. Jan Williams, Susan F. Harker, Mark S. Bettner, Joseph E. Carcello. Financial and Managerial Accounting. ISBN 978-0-07-299650-0.1, Goldratt, E. M., and Cox, J. The Goal, A Process of Ongoing Improvement. ISBN 978-0-88427-178-9, http://www.differentcom CAPEX vs OPEX.